I'm Evan Baker, and welcome to Ice Night Gaming, where skill is inconsequential. Today, we are playing World of Warcraft. We are back on our Alliance Hunter, and we are going to continue our questing in Darkshire. I'm doing a lot of voice over recording because something went wrong with my audio when I recorded this video. So I'm going to try to keep up with the video in a way. I'm watching the video as I sit here. Hopefully I'm going to be able to add the things that I had previously missed, and then I'll trim the video up accordingly as usual. So when we last left off, we were going to do this quest, the Weathered Grave. We were going to find out some more about an undead named Mor'ladim.
Greetings.
Who keeps visiting this grave dedicated to a Morgan Lattimore. So we go talk to the historian, and he's going to tell us that he comes up with the book, but for some reason he doesn't actually give it to us. And you'll see that in a minute. So he sends us out to speak with Commander Ebenlock.
For the Alliance.
Who we've been dealing with a little bit. But yeah, you can see I'm going through my backpacks. The book isn't actually here. For some reason, even though it says you will receive the book, it actually turns out you more or less get the book from Ebenlock when you're done talking to her about Morgan Lattimore, or Mor'ladim. So we're just going to go out here, and there's Ebenlock, and she's going to talk to us about it. She says that maybe we can actually lay him to rest. So we're going to complete that quest, which is actually going to give us the book that time. And then she tells us that he basically wanders Duskwood following a strange and mesmerizing pattern through the cemetery. So it suggests 3 players, but we don't actually need 3 players at this point. Oh, there's the book. It's like 9 pages long, so I'm not going to sit here and read it. I'm sure there's a copy of it available online, or you can just come to Duskwood and do the quest. And then, so we're just going to get on our horse, and I think it's way out in the cemetery. Yeah, it's out in the cemetery, so we have to, our best bet is actually to get on a griffin and fly to Ravenhill. So that's what we're going to do from here. Okay, so having reached this point, we're going to get back on our horse, and we're going to take off into the cemetery some way. Yeah, this way. And we're going to go see if we can't track him down. And since I'm recording this audio after I've already recorded the video, what I'm actually going to do, just as a heads up, I'm actually going to trim the video from like here, right about here, until we actually find him.
I don't have a target.
I'll need a target.
Alright, and there he is. So all we got to do now, we have to clear out this guy first, this rotted one. And then, once that's out of the way, then I can take on Mor'ladim. So we're going to do that now. Now you can see I'm doing tremendous amounts of damage. You know, I'm actually going to end up using rapid fire, and that's just going to basically be the end. I don't even get to use my kill shot on him. So, there we go. And now it's just run back. Nothing exciting happens between here and the town, so I'm going to, you know, we'll see everybody back in town. So now from here, we're going to go back. We're going to talk to Commander Evanlock, and we're going to tell her the good news.
Hey there.
By presenting the skull.
Safe travels.
And then she's going to congratulate us on our accomplishment.
Have a good one.
She's going to reveal that there's one more matter. Something she should have told us earlier. It actually turns out that Morgan had a daughter who actually survived, because part of Morgan's tragedy, and I think it's in the book, is that he thought his entire family got wiped out by the Scourge. So, you know, she actually walks right by us as we're standing there. And we're going to talk to her quick.
Light be with you.
So, we tell her the bad news, you know, well, the bad news,
Farewell.
Good news, I guess. And she's going to give us a ring. And she wants us to take it and put it down at his grave, because maybe doing so will bring his soul some
Light
relief and allow him to finally rest in peace. So that's our next stop. Alright, now we're back in Raven Hill. We're going to head up. Now, unlike other times where I go through the graveyard, I'm actually going to go around the outskirts of the graveyard, because his gravesite is actually north of the graveyard itself, so I don't need to actively walk through the graveyard and deal with the undead if I can go around the perimeter instead. So we're going to do that. To actually, on our mount, it's actually a short ride, especially if we don't have to stop to fight anything. So we should actually be there momentarily. Yeah, there it is right there. So we're going to talk to we're going to go down to the grave. The grave says, "Leave me be." And then we put the ring down, and it says, "A ghostly voice sounds on the wind." So, and now it knows. So now his soul can rest in peace. And then once we complete the quest, there we go. Now we've completed all the quests in Duskwood. And then he appears, he says, you know, in the quest text it says, "Take my sword." And then he hopes to be forgiven for his transgressions. Now, you'll notice though, now I did this quest on another character a long time ago. So I already have the sword, and for some reason I think that because it's a quest reward, you can't actually get it again on another character. I don't know why, but they do that, So, now the one thing I'm going to do, and I am going to cut a bunch of it down for the uselessness, but while I'm out and about here, we're actually going to take a detour. We're going to go back to Duskwood, but we're going to go along the Darkened Bank all the way, because there's a rare spawn called Lupos that appears somewhere along the Darkened Bank, and I want to see if we can capture him this time. And the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually dismiss Grizzled Ben, because in order to catch a new pet, you need to have no pet active. So, and then I'm just going to keep looking around, and, I'm going to take out the dire wolves as I see them. Hopefully hopefully that will get Lupos to spawn faster. Alright, oh, and there he is right there. Oh, nice. It automatically puts a skull icon on his health bar, and my add-on must do that. So we're just going to try to tame him. I don't see there being a problem. He's not that much stronger. And there we go. Lupos. One of the 3 rare pets that you can find in this area. I've got one of the other ones. So now I have 2 in total. There's actually a 3rd one, but it's a considered really rare, and because of that, you actually can't catch it without a special skill that you get at a much higher level. So, that said, we're going to head back to town now. We're all done with this part. Now that I'm back in Duskwood, one of the things I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to figure out where to go next. And I'm almost level 30, so I want to do a little research and see what's available to me, because I might have to go to Cataclysm Zones next.
What can I do for you? Safe travels.
But actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Stormwind, and once I get to Stormwind, I'll decide what I'm going to do next. I might go see Chromie and see what I can do. Maybe I'll pick a Time Walker campaign for Cataclysm Zones next. So after much self-deliberation and cutting a lot of the video down, I decided at the end of the day that what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Chromie.
Haven't we done this before?
Select a timeline, and I'm going to go with Cataclysm. The Cataclysm Zones are actually, according to the map, 30 to 35 zones. But I have a feeling with the way the game goes, I think that might be not quite accurate. Considering you're supposed to be able to do an expansion zone throw. So we're going to select Cataclysm.
Who would have thought someone named Deathwing would bring about so much destruction?
And then, so now it says Cataclysm Onward Adventure in the Eastern Kingdoms, and we got to find the Hero's Call board in order to undertake it. So the Hero's Call board should be changed so we can do the area that we want to do. Now there's 2 options here. This run through doing the Cataclysm Zones. I'm gonna go. Oh. It won't, well, that's not good. Maybe this, oh, I gotta speak with Chromie.
It's like meeting again for the first time.
Good luck out there, but I don't think you'll need it.
It's so nice to see you.
So now that I've talked to her, does it change it again? No. See, I don't... So... What about...
King's honor, friend.
No.
For the Alliance.
Okay. I wonder if it's the King's command. One of these allows you to go to the But it also might be that I'm not level 30 yet. I hope that's not the case. Let me go and see if the quest is the King's Command, because there's several quests that are supposed to tie in so you can go where you need to go for Cataclysm. I don't think, without the starting quests, I don't think you can just go to the areas. So we'll have to go to the castle and see. If that is the case, I'll have to go find I'll have to go find some quests and try to get myself to the appropriate level.
How can I help?
Can I help you?
Okay, well, she's got a mission. Let's see if this is it.
Be careful.
We've made a thorough inspection of the wreckage, Your Majesty. There is no sign of Admiral Taylor or his ship.
200 ships at my disposal, yet the one carrying my son goes missing. What of their last message? Show me whatever you have.
We have been drawn off course. Horde air fleet. Many casualties. Shipwrecked on an uncharted isle. But the White Pawn is accounted for. Repeat, the White Pawn is safe.
Anduin.
Surprise attack! Requesting immediate... If anyone's resist...
Sir, the 7th Fleet has already been dispatched, but it could take weeks before it...
There's no time to waste. We'll send a small elite force to secure this new land. And bring back my son.
Okay, so that one's actually for Miss Pandaria. So that's not the one either. So I don't know how you start. So I'm actually going to abandon this one because that's not what I wanted. So I don't know how you start the Cataclysm Zones. You may have to be level 30 to get the quest. Well, in that case, I'm going to head back to the Hero's Call board. Either way, then. Because some of those quests that it wants me to do, I might be able to do at least to get to the appropriate level that I need. See, this one's in Pandaria. That's why I don't understand that. Well, let me go see something, because maybe maybe if I go over to, where is it? Out of the water. Oh, but I can't get there from here. No, I can't. Alright, so where we're gonna go is up here is where all the portals that go to the Cataclysm Zones are on this little island. I want to see if any of them are active or if there's a quest that I can see if I get closer to it. It looks like all the quests, but
must not give up.
well, they're all here, but none of them are activated, and the guy who would give me the quest, which would take me to Deep Home, isn't working. So I must have to be level 30. Okay. Alright, well we've accepted the Cataclysm Zone quest, but now we have to actively, now we would have to actively reach level 30 in order to get the quests we need. Well, with that in mind, then, yeah, with that in mind, I'll make that a subject of a completely different video. I'll get to level 30, and then we'll go to the other we'll go into the Cataclysm Zones. Well, that about does it for today's episode. The videos I create on my channel are made possible thanks to the incredible generosity of my Patreon supporters. If you enjoy the work I do here on YouTube, please consider supporting the channel by following the link in the description below. If you're new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button. I upload new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, so also remember to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode.